If you think you have a grievance or a concern of any kind related to your job or your work or your employment status, call your union and get in touch with your business agent. So, a grievance procedure. A grievance is a formal means that any union member can protest their termination or suspension or other contractual violation. As an example, if you've been fired or suspended, you can contact the union and file a grievance. What does that mean? Well, it starts with filling out this form. It's a very simple form. The union requires all members who are filing a grievance or protest of a contractual violation or protesting their termination, we require this form to be completed. Very simple. It's name, contact information, email, and so on. And then what type of grievance are you filing? Are you protesting a termination? Have you been fired? Check the box that says that you've been fired. We also ask for a brief statement of fact. Why were you fired? It could be any number of things. But tell us why you were fired and the nature of the termination. Followed by a list of any witnesses, because the union, on your behalf, can investigate what happened. We have a right to come to your employer and talk to witnesses on your behalf to find out from the witnesses what happened. So we need to know who they are, include them. If there's management involved, we need to know that too. Who questioned you from management? Who issued the discipline to you? We need to know their name so we can speak to them and investigate what happened and talk to them also. Finally, sign it and date it. The union requires that you submit this document to the union office so that a formal grievance can then be filed. After this form is completed, you can expect to be contacted by your business agent, who will interview you and ask you some detailed questions about the nature of the grievance and perhaps why you were fired or suspended. After that interview, the union will send a formal letter to your employer protesting the discharge. In most cases, members who are being fired receive a letter of termination that they've been fired. Contractually, the union is required to send a letter to the employer protesting the termination. In that letter, the union will demand to meet with the employer to examine the evidence that the employer had. If there's surveillance camera evidence or witness accounts, or perhaps a statement by the member themselves that was given to management, the union has a right to see that information as part of its investigation. Then the union will meet with management to try to resolve the grievance and to fight to get the member their job back in some way. Perhaps we negotiate a settlement. If not, then the union can require that other steps in the grievance procedure are taken in an effort to win somebody's job back. Remember, the union can also go through this grievance procedure for those that are filing claims, whether it's a wage claim or contractual violation or seniority violation or benefits that were denied to you in some way. The union can file a grievance and protest and demand meetings with the company for those things as well. So if you think you have a grievance and you think you're in trouble or need to contact the union, dial us up and we're happy to meet with you to try and resolve your issues.